there. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss about how to check Exchange server mailbox via OWA. So, for example, your database is saved on mailbox, and for example, you have a mailbox authority as well in your Exchange server. You want to exchange mailbox anyway, so how to do that? OWA is a tool which use and let. For example, as of now, I have two users, Anirudh and Jack, who have a mailbox authority in Exchange server, and they want to check their mails. So via OWA, it's possible. How to do that? For example, I have to open my web browser. You can even check those in the clients as well, but as of now I'm checking that in the server itself because I have a web browser installed in server. Now you have to put down a fully qualified domain name here in the web browser. Could be anything you have created. For example, it goes to properties, and let me show the fully qualified domain name. Here it is, which is dc.techengineertv.in. In most of the cases, it would not be DC. For example, it could be anything like www as well, or the Exchange server name. For example, if you write down that fully qualified domain name like that, dc.techengineertv.in/OWA, then it will throw you an error like that. Always make sure that this domain name would be there with HTTPS, the secure connection. So start with https://dc.techengineertv.in/OWA. Now here I have to put my username, a domain name or alias name of mailbox, whatever alias name I use. For example, it could be anything. There will be a one login address and another one is mail username address, so it differs infrastructure environment, software infrastructure environment. So that username you have to check with that domain. Now for example, as of now, since I am using Firefox, it not throws any error. The reason why I have already added exception for OWA, but basically when you first time use or you use web browser, it throws an error. What kind of error it is, let me check. Once again, I'm giving the same link, https dc.techengineertv.in/OWA. It will throw a security error, and the reason is because my system is not certified yet for HTTPS. Either you create your certification from your own system or have a certification like that. So now go to the business, it will throw error because my system is not, or my server is not yet certified with a secure SAT layer, so to use that. So for example, that username is there, I have to give a password. Now you can see as of now I log in with my login ID, which is Android. Once again, I will open another web browser, which is Opera in this case, and I'm going to log in with another user. And with Opera, it will throw error once again because my system is not authorized, not have a certification. That's why it will give you an error of HTTPS. It will be secure. It should be secure to access as well. Now I really once tried with the Opera to open that link. Once again, let me show you. And as usual, we have to add HTTPS and not put directly and not give a link directly, because it will throw an error. And not to hit enter, because I've already used this link in the Opera, and you already know your Opera. Now another invalid certification error. I have to continue anyway, because I know the server is very much trusted, because I only created this, so will not have any threats like that. But make sure Exchange server always run with some certifications, like with HTTPS. The first time I access Jack, that's why it is asking me to choose the language and the time zone. I have to put OK. I will go with the by default one, because my Exchange server is having the time zone of India only. And I log in with Jack. Now, for example, wants to send some mail that needs to be checked whether our mail box are working correctly or not, whether we're able to send emails to each other or not. So what we will go with, I have to send the mail. Now subject, as usual, we put a subject. Now this is what internally Exchange server works. This is how we send a mail in the professional organizations to each other's in a group, and it will not have any public thing. It is not influenced with public thing. Every mail get monitored by the auditing team of the infrastructure environment, so it cannot be used for external purposes. Yeah, but it depends on infrastructure environments. Sometimes the professional, the corporate world, where employees are allowed to use these Exchange servers for public uses as well. But as I already said, that the IT department can audit what kind of mails you're using, what kind of mails you're receiving, and they very much can see and check how you're using. So just receive a mail from Jack, and the subject line is records. I'm not getting records at proper time, please check into it. So Jack at one way send a mail, and you can that already a mail timeline was already open, but you can check the details of the mail, for example if attachments were there or something like that. So hope you learned something about how to check mail.